Hello, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Another intriguing story involving disappearance and mystery and gold and silver and crime. This comes to us from Tassie Coins and Bullion. Was nice enough to send this article along. And it talks about an Australian sailor, Lewis Bennett, pleads guilty in the United States to $54,000 gold and silver coin charge. Very interesting. So this takes place in Los Angeles. An Australian sailor whose wife disappeared during a honeymoon sailing trip through the Caribbean faces 10 years in jail after pleading guilty to transporting $38,480 worth of gold and silver coins. And that's $54,000 in Australian money. Lewis Bennett, a mining engineer formerly of Queensland, entered the guilty plea in a court in Miami, Florida on Thursday. It looks like he's been smuggling some gold and silver. Bennett and his wife, Colombian-born Isabella Hellman, were sailing in international waters between Cuba and Florida in the 12-meter catamaran surf into summer in May. Bennett claimed he first noticed his wife, who had been at the helm, was missing when he was woken by a thud as the boat struck something about 1 a.m. on May 15th. Well, that's interesting. He said he rushed above deck but could not find her. Water was flowing into the catamaran, and Bennett had alerted the U.S. Coast Guard. He gathered his personal belongings, deployed a life raft, and abandoned the sinking vessel, court documents said. He was found by a U.S. Coast Guard helicopter about 3 a.m. on May 15th. And here is the catamaran surf into summer, in which Bennett and his wife Isabella were sailing before her disappearance there. I guess that's the photo from the Coast Guard. So I guess it hadn't completely sunk by the time they arrived there. But interesting, the court document said he was found with a suitcase and 2 backpacks. He opted to take only one backpack with him when he was helped out of the raft to safety by a Coast Guard rescue swimmer. The USCG rescue swimmer stated that the backpack was unusually heavy, the court documents read. The contents of the life raft were later recovered and included 9 plastic tubes of silver coins. They added, the tubes contained 158 English Year of the Horse 1-ounce silver coins, which, as you know, that was the first year that the Royal Mint had made the Lunar Series, and the Year of the Horse. It probably was the best of the designs that I know of, but the problem was with milk spotting on those. And 77 Canadian maple leaf coins. Officers returned the coins to Bennett a week later before they realized on the same day that they may have been stolen in 2016, the court documents said. A search of Bennett's Florida apartment allegedly uncovered 162 gold coins. About a year earlier, Bennett had reported a collection of gold and silver coins stolen from a boat on which he served as a crew member. The Kitty R, no relation to my soft teak and cuddly kitties, by the way, while it was moored in St. Martin, a territory in the Dutch Antilles. They belonged to the boat's owner, he told police. The victim stated that the gold and silver coins were stolen by breaking open the front door of the vessel beneath the pallet of food on board the Kitty R, reads a complaint against Bennett. The victim estimated that the value of the stolen coins was approximately worth about $100,000 in U.S. currency. The owner later told investigators that the coins were stored in plastic tubes and were the same ones recovered from Bennett's life raft. Miss Hellman's body has never been found. The Coast Guard called off the search after 3 days, listing her as missing at sea. And of course, that's going to be another issue, is, how conveniently she disappeared. And that seems to be the case of these mysterious deaths in the waters. It's very easy to hide the body, just throw it overboard, if there was indeed foul play involved. Bennett, a dual British and Australian citizen, said he was devastated by her apparent death. She is my soulmate, he said in an interview. I thought we were going to be together forever. But Miss Hellman's family were outraged when Bennett wrote to the Coast Guard requesting a letter of presumed death for his wife just 1 day after the search was called off. Wow, yeah, this sounds a little suspicious. Either gave up hope rather quickly, or maybe there's wanted to speed along the process for getting insurance. Who knows? His in-laws believe he has not told the whole story, telling local newspapers they are suspicious of his reactions after his wife went missing, and on one occasion telling police he was to blame. But Bennett has said he has nothing to hide, and investigations have never named him as a suspect. They haven't accused me of anything. Nobody has put the allegation directly against me, he told the Daily Mail earlier this year. But I understand why they have to investigate, and that is fair enough. I have got nothing to hide. They have to do what they have to do. And really, that's what it boils down to. It does seem suspicious on your honeymoon and out to sea. So if he truly is not guilty or innocent of these charges, that statement is actually probably the best thing he could say for that particular case. However, it brings even more suspicion about all that stolen gold and silver. No, if you steal $100,000 worth of gold and silver, that doesn't make you a murderer by any chance, but it does kind of erode your credibility a bit. The FBI has declined to say if it's investigating Bennett for Mrs. Hellman's disappearance. Bennett, who is in custody, will be sentenced on February 12th. So we have a little ways before the sentencing occurs for the stolen gold and silver. And I wonder what was in another briefcase. Very interesting indeed, because if you got 2 tubes, let's see how many. It said there was 158 Year of the Horse 1 ounce silver coins and 77 Canadian maple leaf coins. So I don't know. That doesn't seem like that much. That doesn't seem like that much. That it would be 30,000 or whatever it is here. It's 38,480 for 100 and some odd for about 200 ounces. Yeah, that something's amiss there. The numbers don't add up with what was found in the boat, unless they recovered the other suitcase and found gold there. Because the 162 gold coins were found at the apartment. And but nonetheless, it's interesting indeed. It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of silver, no matter where it was found. It's quite an interesting article indeed. And post your thoughts about this situation. What do you think? And it's amazing how we're seeing precious metals come into play in the news, even in a time where the cryptocurrencies are going up in price and Bitcoin and the like. There's still some people, this guy's relatively young, but he understood the value of gold and silver. So again, I'm going to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.